strengths of the tempo that you talked about T1 are still true?
Sure, but the Vici Gaming also has no cooldowns. They can keep fighting all the time. There's Mars Arena and Omniknight's ulti, that's it.
I didn't say T1 would play tempo, I said Vici would.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Apologies. Right. As we're getting into game number 1, we're going to get the coach interview that we usually do with Frankie, as she is standing by with T1's coach, March.
Seen a lot of Lesh versus Lina. But to refresh everybody's memory, syndereN, how do you like this matchup for respective sides here?
I think it's slightly Lina favored, but Leshrac is one of the heroes that fares the best. We need to keep in mind Lina wins almost every lane right now, so if you can somewhat break even, that I would consider that almost a win in a way. So Ori should be having an okay time here. Early on, however, Karl is managing to double wave him into the tower more or less, so should cost some CS there for Ori unless he has really good last hitting. And Karl even finding denies too, so off to a great start in mid. Ori has had some, for a player that had a reputation at previous TIs of being a stellar laner, this has not been Ori's best event from a laning perspective. And we're seeing here that Karl is just dwarfing him so far in this game. 6-4 against 2-0.
Yeah, still very early, and of course, Ori has bounced back in a lot of these games regardless. We'll see how this ends up transpiring for him. But, I mean, you haven't even talked about the lineups yet overall. We see Magnus, again, it seems to be the hero of the tournament, which originally thought it would be Elder Titan. Tiny has had his time in the sun as well, but it seems like Magnus is getting the better of Tiny in a lot of these engagements. We saw in the last series, skewers into Fountain, reminiscing of the old punch hook a little bit there.
Oh, KuKu is actually almost killing Poyoyo here.
As we're going to see first blood, all right, old 11.
11 here.
Yeah, taken out by 23savage on the position 1 Razor. So picking Razor again, I mean, obviously in lane against
Whitemon will not be successful, but if nothing else, Ori is not farming the wave right now. Karl will get the rune as well. Illusion bottom whenever he wants. And Whitemon gonna start pressuring Pyw. Zephyr actually cutting it behind as well.
Yeah, now they're gonna clear the trees a bit here. DY showing himself Laguna Blade, and down goes the Omniknight, only level 3. So setting himself up there to just get killed right off the bat. But as long as it's not the mid that you're behind, Omniknight's not really going to help you get back in most cases.
He helps like a sustain, but not set up. Exactly. He doesn't make plays. 11.
Yeah, Whitemon is going to find old 11 here. KuKu with the shockwave. Old 11 might be resigned to his death, but Ori comes in with that Pulse Nova. Doing quite a bit of damage, but the RP does come out. Laguna Blade, not enough to kill old 11. Dies shortly after, though. The Boundless Strike onto Ori, now completely out of mana. Shockwave back into the fray. This is going to be a 1-for-1, or 2-for-0, as T1 just continuing their dominance in this early game.
Right, which one was very happy with what they managed to accomplish, and all of it really, the majority of what they've managed to do in this game happened in the first 5 minutes, right? It's just been set up for everything, and now Vici Gaming are like, screw it, we're gonna go for a big play. Gonna bring all 5 heroes top. Leshrac has a bit to go though. Old 11.
Yeah, KuKu getting signed out. The spear into the trees, but he's gonna be left to his own devices. Zephyr gets off the Wukong's command in the meantime. Just soloing out Pyw. Meanwhile, they're gonna be able to take out the Mars pretty quickly here, but here comes Ori, almost out of mana. Karl pops a BKB, dodging the splitter, and the result, KuKu gets off the RP just at the last moment. Ori gets bursted down by the right clicks of his counterpart Karl in that mid lane, and Ursa looks to be next. That's first life down. T1 has only lost Magnus right now. Poyoyo wants to try to take somebody with him to the grave, but the LSA will shut that door. So 3-for-1 T1 advantage again.
If we do get a replay on that, pay attention to where Leshrac is when the fight breaks out. They get the lift, they get the spear, but Ursa's in front of the tier 1 when they spear the Magnus below the tree line, and Leshrac wasn't even there. It's like, I'm not sure what Vici Gaming were expecting to accomplish with that move without bringing their main damage dealer. They will get a spear mid now.
Arena, this could be a really good pick for Vici. 23savage pops that BKB. And will live as a result. So they force out the second.
It's like he's lagging. It's just like going in a straight line with a thousand
I was a little confused that there might be some lag there, but luckily for us, not to be. And 23savage not wanting to give up the first tower.
Up here, standing there again.
All right, there's the arena. Whitemon stuck inside with the Pulse Nova from the side as well. Looks like he'll finally go down. Takes a while though. 23savage getting up aesthetically on Poyoyo. We see the RP on the 2 from KuKu. Shockwave to fall. Beautiful balance strike on the 3. LSA to follow. T1. Unbelievable synergy here. Triple kill for Karl. Old 11, the last remaining member for Vici Gaming, but not for long. just absolute god tier layering, syndereN. That was nice.
Zephyr with the BM Yules as well, just for fun.
He was just stun locked the entire time. But
all BY can do is smile. I first faced Omniknight, and that's the face of someone who...
I misclicked Omniknight. LSA out to 23savage. Can they break him down? Pyoyo's gonna get Yules. And as a result, 23savage will live. So good attempt from Vici, but I mean, it seems like Ursa's bane, the bane of his existence, is Yules.
Yeah, it is a great item against him. Also, Yules is one of the only items in the game that doesn't get affected by status resistance.
Didn't used to be the case.
I believe that was indeed not the case at one point, but with it being, it's just a great counter to Enrage. Just Yule him right away, buy yourself the time.
But coming back in is T1, trying to build a 10k lead. All 11 BKB by Karl. Pyoyo and company stuck inside the arena, trying to right-click down 23savage. Gets off the static link though, and my goodness, Ori just melts every single way as Pyoyo looks to be next. And T1 just absolute domination. That's a full team wipe with the buyback coming out from the Rubick. Pyw, all he could do is try to push out these lanes just a little bit. This is a hero that, if given just a little bit of time, can burst anybody down despite being so far down in net worth.
Smoke on smoke action. This is Vici Gaming's last chance in the game. If they lose this fight, they're going to lose.
Pyoyo smoke gets popped here. Heavenly Grace applied, going on top of the Enchantress, but they still can't burst him down. Pyoyo has to pop that BKB, gets the enrage off. The RP comes afterwards. Pyoyo finally will get one kill, but it's just on the Enchantress, and you see the Wukong's command on the downside. Ursa dies, binds back into the game. Zephyr will be bursted down as well. So it's a 2-for-1 with the buyback onto Ursa. The stolen RP by Pyw. Do they have enough damage to actually clean this up? Vici Gaming finally winning a fight. 23savage is dead. Triple kill for Ori of all heroes. That is exactly what they needed. And into the Roche pit, Vici goes.
Yeah, so Ursa does have to buy back for that, but that is a huge win for Vici Gaming. And the key part of this whole situation, KuKu's RP on the Ursa, honestly, in my opinion, felt unnecessary. He was fully drained by the Razor. You're going to see the replay here. So watch how Pyw goes in. They try to space by getting bottom tier 1 and tier 2. Karl will respond by taking top tier 2, however, so it didn't come for free. Yeah, T1 are rotating down. Does he have travels on Ori? He does not. If this fight breaks out, there's no Lesh KuKu. Smoke behind will seal 11. He's scared though. He will blink away.
There's the DD on Ursa as well.
Zephyr doesn't care. That was a little bit
jumping
wild.
In and out. They're not going to find anybody, at least not yet.
11 gets BKB here.
Yeah, old 11 is in quite a bit of trouble. Pops that BKB, gets the spear off as well. Guardian Angel from afar. Pyoyo comes in, trying to burst down the Lina, but Karl pops his BKB, should be able to get out just fine. KuKu and company trying to take out the Ursa in the meantime. You can see the Eye of the Storm, so much minus armor against this Ursa. And he's stuck inside that Wukong's command, but the stolen Wukong from Pyw. And Pyoyo looks like he's going to get out just fine, but Leshrac is just getting decimated despite having the BKB. Yields himself to safety, but not for long. Drops as a result. And this is turning into a fight for T1 to skewer back on Pyoyo. And despite having the Aegis earlier, they still lose this fight, syndereN.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they used RP. I'm guessing they did on the Rubick after he
did. Like static draining the Ursa as well.
Wukong's command, Boundless Strike, trying to create some space here.
Okay, that's
Ori being forced out, but there's the Horn Toss back into the Wukong's command, and the right clicks from Karl. But Ori's going to live for now. In fact, going to turn this around completely onto the Magnus. So despite a good setup there from T1,
old 11 could get on arena.
They lose KuKu. There's the Mars arena. 23savage has to refresh to get that BKB off, but they're just going to kill Mars in turn. So it's a 1-for-1 now. Ori trying to play as much pressure as possible onto Karl, getting right-clicked down by Pyoyo. Now pops his BKB. Karl just getting stunned like that was a stolen LSA as well. Boundless Strike to follow. Karl has to stand his ground with that Satanic. It's doing a lot of damage, but will finally go down in favor of Vici Gaming, but they do lose Pyoyo. 23savage has to stand his ground as well, but it's not going to happen. DY and Pyw, the last two remaining members of Vici Gaming. An absolute bloodbath of a fight. It's just the supports left over. But Monkey King is so strong, he gets lifted by Pyw. Oh my god, that evil Zephyr! Jingu Mastery for the freaking win! Has the high five to nobody. But well-deserved. My god, that was sick.
Can you believe that ended up being 2 supports versus 2 supports?
Dude, epic showdown. I love
and
that.
Then T1 wins it by 2% health on the Monkey King, and then gets off that. Effectively, I think T1's strategy needs to be changed to a little bit more of a weaving nature rather than just a hard commit. They will maybe catch some picks here mid though. Old 11 will blink away. Get the invis. And back off.
Good to go. All right, so a little bit of downtime here. You know what that means, Cinder? Just kidding.
Hey, why don't you ask me something?
Number 3 being attempted now by T1. That's going to be the refresher shard, so no Ags this time around. As we might see a connection here. Pyoyo is going to be spotted by the plasma field of 23savage. And Roshan getting close to half HP. This is a fight I feel like Vici has to take. They're going to scan, so they know that this is being attempted right now. Old 11 jumps in with the first arena. BKB by Karl. He just walks out to safety. Old 11 procs his passive now. 23savage gets on the plasma heal. There's a refresher from Old 11, able to blink to safety. Pyoyo getting kited on the backline right now. And you see KuKu boundless strike into RB. T1 decimating this fight, but that's the buyback onto the Rubick. Ori inside. This Wukong's command just getting kited with that nullifier. Easy kill goes the way of T1 again, and Dy, basically the last remaining member. There is a buyback from Rubick, but ultra kill from Karl into the second Roach, I would assume. And T1 might have just won the game off of this fight alone.
Vici Gaming, I am so sorry for believing in you. The moment I said you had a good shot, you get absolutely crushed and get no kills in the fight.
It's okay.
I got run over. Feeling a little bit like Kyle here.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh man, that was
I don't think he got timed. Yeah, he didn't get off the second arena. I'm not sure if that would have made a difference.
Right, so
honestly,
first of all, he doesn't get off the second arena, and I think they didn't layer their Guardian Angel with the BKBs too well. And there was nothing, like, there's no clear target for Vici Gaming in that fight that they were able to get on top of. They just kept being, you know, kited around. Some insane boundless strike cast there.
Yeah, into the throne.
Oh my god.
They know that these buybacks are likely not here. It's going to be a tier 4 tower, and you can see 23savage. Yeah, GG's called. So T1 take game 1, and I mean, they get off to an amazing start, but you got to give Vici credit for making some sort of a comeback. Well, we didn't really see much avenue for it, but they played really well despite not having the